All right, shalom, everybody. Sister Jeanette here. I'm at work. I figure I had some time. I'll give you guys a little message. I do want to apologize for for my behavior the other day on Facebook in my video. I was out of my character per se. And the reason being is because I'm tired. I am exhausted of people on social media and thinking they can come on your post and talk freely and disrespect you in a way and think that they're gonna get away with it, and then they come and they act like assholes on your post, and then when you correct them or you call them out on it, now all of a sudden they become the victim and you're the bad person. I do want you guys to understand that if I make a post, I welcome everybody's opinion and perspective on things when it comes to everything that I post, whether it's scriptures, whether it's a meme, whether it's a joke, facts, historical facts, proof, anything that has to do with everything that I post. I welcome everybody's opinions, perspective. I welcome everybody to comment on my posts. Most of the times we agree, sometimes we don't agree. We can agree to disagree, but there's ways of going, on the disagree and not agreeing, not seeing eye to eye. There's ways of doing that. There's ways of having a civilized communication, civilized relationship. If we disagree, we don't have to sit here and call each other's out of our names, call each other's name, and be sarcastic and stuff like that. There's ways that we can just go ahead and, say our shalom and, keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, we're all here, fighting for the same thing, which is to get the chance at the, crown of life. And I went back and I looked at the video, and the language, of course, wasn't ladylike, but I was extremely pissed off because this little argument that I had all over, all because all I said was, how can you say that you are, awakened into this belief, but you're still acknowledging that, it's the new year? And all I said was that how can you say you're, how can you be awakened, but you're still saying, happy new year, happy 2020, whatever, whatnot, when we know that according to scriptures, January the 1st, December 31st, it's not the New Year's Eve, it's not New Year's Day. It's, that's all, linked into the, pagan, God, which is, Janus or Janus or however you say it. And there's plenty of, facts and proof out there to prove this. So I recommend everybody, if I post something, go back and research it yourself. I'm not just, posting lies and stuff like that and things that I'm, making up. This is things that are out there for you to, to research and find out for yourself. Study thyself, approve. But anyways, and I was just upset because this is not just somebody that I know from Facebook. This is somebody that I, personally met, and, we broke bread, whatever, whatnot. And for her to disrespect me that way, it was just like, like the Puerto Rican Jersey just came out of me, and I just blew it because I don't like that. If I'm being respectful towards you, then I want that respect to come back to me. And and then she was like mocking me and stuff like that. I don't have to sit here and tell you what gifts I have, but if I'm telling you that I see your spirit, or I see your demons, or I see what you're dealing with, then best believe, trust me, believe it when I'm telling you, because I see it. And I don't have to sit here and explain myself, because I don't have to explain to human beings what God blessed me with. But I'm not gonna sit here and boast about it and be saying like I'm a prophet, I'm this, I'm that, and the other and the third, because That's like, that to me is in vain. Like, that's self-worshiping. That's, I'm self-glorifying myself, and I'm not giving the credit to the Most High. And I'm the type of person that I'm always going to give the credit to the Most High, because the Most High comes first, above all things. In everything that I do, Most High always comes first. I always have to consult with the Most High. I always consult with my husband. And just yesterday, you know, I was at home, I'm in the shower, and I was not thinking about anything else. I was just taking a shower. And something just came to me, and it just left me troublesome, because I know that I have sisters on my Facebook, and I'm not sure who it is. I can't sit here and pinpoint and say who this sister is or who the sisters are, but it just like their husbands or their boyfriends or their men in their life, whoever, they're beating them up, they're laying hands on these females. And I just got like this like heavy dark cloud over me, like of sorrow and pain and suffering in secret, because you don't know who you trust, you don't know who to go to, because you don't know what they're going to say. They're going to judge you, they're going to say that you're wicked. And the first thing that the Hebrew Israelites do is the woman is getting beat up, but it's like they don't find out and see why. Automatically they say, oh well, a wicked woman is given unto a wicked man, without knowing the reason why this is happening. And I feel like, if you're a sister and you're going through this, reach out to somebody. There's plenty of people out there that can help you. It doesn't have to be, if you don't trust nobody in your circle or in your faith, there's plenty of help out there in the community. There's resources that can help you, seek the help that you need. And if you have kids, you shouldn't put your kids through all that. And I just want you to know that, whatever it is you're going through, ask God, because the Most High says, ask and you shall receive, knock and it shall be. So apologize for my video, it just cut off. But anyways, I was saying that, if you're a woman and you're going through this, and you're being beat up by by the male figure in your life, there are a lot of resources out there that can help you get the help that you need. They have shelters for the battered woman. There's just so many resources out there. And like I was telling my husband, I can't pinpoint who it is, but I know that it's somebody in my circle, because I'm not just gonna get this out of the blue. I'm not just gonna get this feeling out of the blue. It's unexplainable. I can't explain to you what it is that I felt in my spirit. So if you're in my circle or you're in my Facebook and you're going through this, I want you to know that, you can always reach out to me, and I can, point you to the right direction. I used to be, a victim of domestic violence. So I know exactly what you're going through. There's a lot of stuff that has happened in my life that a lot of you guys don't know. And the reason why is because I don't feel like I need to tell people what and where I came from and from where the Most High took me from. Because, at the end of the day, just certain things I don't like talking about it, because what has imprinted in my life, and how traumatized I was from it. I don't like talking about it unless someone comes to me and asks me, have I ever experienced this? Have I ever gone through stuff like that? And I just also want to say that it's not just the women that are being beat up by their husbands. Then you have men that are also being abused from their wives or their girlfriends. And when I speak about abuse, I speak about abuse in the term of the word abuse, whether it's spiritually abuse, physically abuse, sexual abuse, mentally abuse, psychologically abuse, Abuse is abuse. No matter what, abuse is abuse. But I don't like it when the sisters are going through stuff, and then you have these, the supposed children of the Most High telling the sisters that the reason why they're going through this is because they are wicked, and because they're so wicked, they were given to a wicked man. And what's going on in our community is that we have a lot of the men that are, that have a lot of mental issues. I'm going to talk both men and women. We all have mental issues, but mainly the men, because as of right now, the men's are the ones that they're killing our sisters. Look at what happened with that sister from, she was in the IUIC camp, and look at what happened. Then look at what the other guy, he killed his, his girl, and he was what AOC, or whether he was or wasn't with a camp, I don't care. The thing with our community is that we get these brothers and sisters, they join our camps, and instead of evaluating them, giving them the proper evaluation, a mental evaluation, we go ahead and put them out there in the world, and we don't bother to check the brother or the sister and see if they're mentally able to, to take on our relationship, to take on a wife. And it's like, when something happens, now is the woman's problem. And I don't think that's right, because we're all going through stuff. We all have our demons that we have to deal with. We're not perfect. We are a work in progress. The Most High didn't come for the righteous. He came for the sinners. So we all have sins. We all fall short to the glory of the Most High. But I feel like our community lack on mental health awareness. Like, we have a lot of people that have mental issue problems. And instead of helping the brother or the sister, we just like brush it under the rug and call it a day. And I don't think that's right, because as the children of the Most High, as the Hebrew Israelites that we say that we are, we know better. We should do better. Christ went out there and he healed the sick. He performed miracles. He did all this stuff for people that were crying for help. They were, they were sick. People had, demons in them. They had spirits in them. And Yahushua Christ rebuked them, and they went into the pigs. So if we're supposed to be following after the kings of kings, our big brother Christ, why are we not doing these things in our community? We hear about it all the time. The brother beat up the wife. The brother killed the girl. Like, and what are we doing? Are we giving our community the mental health awareness, the mental evaluation? We have a lot of brothers that have a lot of mental issues, and they put them out there in the forefront teaching the word of the Most High, and they're not ready. You can't put somebody out there teaching the word of the Most High if they're not ready. Like, what are the camps doing? What are the leaders doing, for our brothers and sisters that are going through, domestic violence? They ain't doing shit. And it's sad. But it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and for me to get that feeling very strong, like I need to talk about it, something's going on. I'm not sure who it is. I don't know who the sister is. I don't know who the brother is, but I just want you to know that there are sources out there that can help you. If you're being abused by your spouse, there's sources out there that can help you. Abuse is abuse. No matter what kind of abuse is abuse. And we can't sit here and say that, every time point fingers and say that the woman is the wicked one, when we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We don't know what made that person triggered and do the things that they do. And another thing, we have a lot of witches and warlocks. And they're amongst us. And if you cannot recognize them, then I hope and pray that you pray unto the Most High so that he can give you those awakened eyes and you can see them for yourself. I feel like this is the season of exposure. And the Most High is going to be exposing a lot of people. And there's going to be people that, you thought you were cool with. You thought you were, seeing eye to eye. But there's going to be people that you're going to butt heads. And you're not going to see eye to eye. And you're going to have to, depart from each other's path. Because I believe that everybody comes into our life for a reason and a season. And if we cannot identify those people that come for a reason or for a season, then we need to be praying more for the Most High to give us the discernment to understand when a person is coming for us for a reason and when a person is coming to us for a season. Just be aware that there are witches and warlocks out there. I'll touch on that subject a different day. I'm telling you, when Hasatan wants to stop that message, he'll make your phone do things that you're like, wait a minute, this never happened before. But anyways, on the witches and warlocks, I'll touch on that subject on a different, on a different day, because I go by what the Most High puts in my spirit. I let him guide me. So, I'm not going to touch on that subject right now. I do want to read 3 scriptures, and when I read scriptures and when I post scriptures, I'm not only posting them for other people to read, I also post them for me to apply them in my life, because like I said, we're all a work in progress. We all have our demons that we are dealing with, and we're not perfect, but repentance and asking the Most High to forgive us for our trespass and our sin, and continue to repent, continue to do better, because we know better. We should be doing better. So this is Ephesians 4:31 and 32. It says, let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you, along with all malice, and be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving each other, just as God in Christ also has forgiven you. And that's something that we continually have to work on, even myself, because sometimes, Satan just comes because I left that little crack open, and boom, here I am getting out of my character, and it shouldn't be that way. And the other one is Romans 12:18. It says, if it's possible, so far as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. And that's my main thing, is I try to be at peace with everybody. But when you come with the disrespect, and when you come with the name calling, and when you come with your demons, then guess what? That's when, I honestly, I forget about the scriptures, and I come at you with that sword and that fire, and I speak back, because I was taught, not to take shit from nobody, and, don't back down. And if you want respect, you got to show that respect. You got to give that respect. Respect is earned. So if you want me to give you the respect, please respect me back. Don't come on my post with your bullshit. Don't come on my post with your negativity, your toxicity, your demons, and stuff like that. Don't come to fight with me, because at the end of the day, you're not fighting me. I'm giving you what does say the Most High. If you have a problem with that, then you need to take it with the men upstairs, Speak to God. Tell him how you're feeling. Let him know. So, my fellow Hebrews, family, friends, whether you're Hebrew, whether you're not, continue to strive forward, continue to move forward. It's a daily battle. We're here today, gone tomorrow. Love the people that love you. Cherish the moments. Do good unto others. Be treated, treat others the way you want to be treated, with respect and kindness and love towards one another. Because the word of the Most High commands us to be, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving each other, like Yahweh Shai did, and like Yahweh Shai also did. The Most High forgave us. He gave us another chance to be here today. Most people didn't make it. You should be lucky. Just breathing alone is a blessing. So like I said, man, continue to strive, continue to fight hard for that crown of life, and and just Keep striving for the truth unto death, man, because that is what we are called to do. Continue to strive. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3, there's a season and reason for, for everything. Sirach chapter 2, prepare thy soul when you come to serve the Lord, because you are going to get tempted in every way possible. They're just gonna come. Temptation's gonna come. Boom, 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 from everywhere. We are a work in progress, man. I'm telling you. I hope that you guys receive this message. Whoever needs to receive it, receive it. And whoever doesn't have to receive it, keep it moving. Till then, Shalom, my beautiful people. Peace and blessing. Most High in Christ bless you all. Shalom.